Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Super Robot Wars Z2.1 Hakai-Hen. In the last part we finished stage 4 of the Celestial Being route, but in this part we're going to be beginning the Japan route of the second route split starting on chapter 5, because this is a 3-way route split featuring the Japan route, Celestial Being route and Area 11 route. So in this, we're going to be playing through the whole of the Japan route first, and it's going to be featuring mainly super robots for the most part. So hope you're looking forward to that. So let's get going. Oh, I spent some money on the Dai-Guard. Now it's not quite as garbage as it was before. Thankfully, it is actually going to be being provided with some actual armor this time, and hopefully some better weapons than this, at least. Anyway, so without further ado, let us begin stage 5 of the Japan route. Let's go. So text scroll first of all. Let me just get my notes up. So text scroll is mainly saying that there are 2 Japans on Earth as of in this particular world rocked by dimensional quakes. 2 Japans. One of them was taken over by Britannia, and now it's called Area 11. The other one is free and independent, but is completely besieged by super robot enemies, basically. Whether it be the mecha beasts, heterodynes, terrorists, various things really. So yeah, and to combat these myriad threats, Japan's Peacekeeping Council is putting together a task force known as the Crushers to fight them, which is good, and we are a part of that. So we're gonna run this on speed 3 while I get my text back up. So this is Otsuka. I'm not sure where he came from, but yeah, he's talking to Crow, Koji, and Akagi about the Crushers and their objective, which is effectively just fight bad guys. Really, just fight anything that is clearly anything that impacts the peace of Japan. And obviously there are plenty to talk about. The Crushers are under direct command of the Peacekeeping Council, as I said before, and specifically under the control of a man known as Elgin Roddick, who is apparently, according to Crow, one of the few remaining actually effective and good people left in control in the various superpowers. 21st Century Co have already promised their help with the Dai-Guard, but the pilots of the current pilots of the Dai-Guard aren't too happy about it, aside from Akagi, which is kind of unfortunate. Koji isn't too happy either. Isn't sure about getting involved in an organization to do this kind of thing yet. He's more interested in, currently at least, in pursuing his personal mission against Dr. Hell. I have a feeling he's probably going to come around at some point. And Crow wants Otsuka to pay off some of his debt, and they've managed to bargain, and they've managed to haggle down to 200G per mission, which is just about all right, I guess. It's not a lot. So unfortunately, that means that the Crushers, as we know of at the moment, is basically just him, Sayaka, and Akagi. And the problem is Akagi can't actually fight without the other 2, because the Dai-Guard only can only function with 3 pilots, obviously, as you'd expect from something that has 3 pilot seats. But Otsuka has told them they do actually have some more pilots around, and yeah, they talk about some more stuff like that, like having the world having 2 moons, for example, which is kind of odd. And now, elsewhere, meanwhile, at Takeo General Co., yeah, the Otsuka's asked the Takeo General Co. to help out to join the Crushers, and this is their CEO. Yes, you heard me right. Their CEO, Wada Takeo. He's a primary school student, or grade school for those of you in America, and yeah, he's very young to be a CEO, as you might imagine. And here's Kakikoji, who's basically the old director of Takeo General, and yeah, basically they're talking about how they have a new job. They have a new job lined up with the Crushers, and specifically the job at the moment is to carry some cargo, a photon, what's it called? Photon dynamo. That's what it is. So yeah, they're going to get on with that. I'm afraid I'm not picking up all of the jokes. Anyway, meanwhile, Chapter 5, We Are the Space Handymen, which is a fun name for a chapter.
お騒がせして申し訳ございません。ただいまよりトライダー発進いたします。危険ですから白線の外までお下がりください。安全確認発進。
Yeah, so Wada is a super robot pilot, as you might have gathered, considering we're on the super robot route, and weirder things have happened in super robot land. I'm actually going to have this run a bit faster now, so I end up getting, no, I'll make it go a little slower. So, yeah, Trider Trider and Wada have been packed off into the shuttle, which is that like ship that you saw with the Trider on the map, and they're having a briefing where Wada is being told about the various enemies that are being put against them, that are being arrayed against them. So as I said, the specific job that they've been assigned is moving a photonic dynamo over to from Mount Fuji over to Atami. But that's something at least. That's by the way, Atami, the village that like the town that Koji lived in, surprisingly enough. And back at Easy Base, Akagi is talking with his co-pilots, trying to continuing to try to convince them to keep piloting the Dai-Guard with him with the Crushers, because he wants to fight things that threaten peace, whereas these two don't want to get into any fights that don't involve heterodynes, because that was what the machine was made for, rather than what it should be used for, as it were. Yeah, so as I said, let's see, and yeah, Crows come along and told the Dai-Guard team that the Crushers are moving out toward Atami to help protect the photonic dynamo. Sorry. And yeah, so Wada and the shuttle are here. They're going to. They're just happy to show off to the citizens of Atami. Get some get some exposure going, as it were. But some very useful WLF grunts show up to allow them to show off their fighting skills. Yeah, they're actually here to try to steal the photonic dynamo, but let's be honest, they're not going to get to that point now, are they? So, winning condition is clear the map. Losing condition is lose everything. Actually, it's lose anything. Lose Wada or the shuttle in this case. So, let's check out our new units, shall we? So, we've got Wada Takeo in the Trider G7. Is yet another bulky super robot with fairly decent range-ish. It has a transformable mode called the Trider Cosmic. So like a jet mode. It only has some missiles, and at the moment they only have 2 shots, unfortunately, which is yeah, kind of sad. But yeah, we're gonna stick with the Trider G7 for the moment. Wada himself has the unique skill President, which gives anybody on the map, anybody that survived the map gets 5 PP for having survived the map. If Wada is on the map when it ends, as it were. Bit like the SR points. Clearing the SR points gives you some PP. Actually, no, that's not how it works in this one. I forgot. That's pretty much all the other. Sorry. So basically, Takeo, you want Takeo along on a lot of missions, so that if only, so that all of the pilots that go along with him on missions get a bunch of PP, so that they can level up and get skills and stuff. On top of that, he has a fairly significant chunk of Prevail, and the Resolve skill, which gives him which gives him which allows him to start the map with 10 extra morale, which yeah, is a nice start, a nice boost to a nice power boost, even if it isn't a particularly useful on long maps. It's great on short ones, like with a tight time limit. And as for his spirits, he has Guts and Gain. Very cheap Gain, which is nice. Yeah, that is Vigor and Gain. Yeah, so 30% heal. And of course Gain, double XP, always nice to have. And as for this thing, this is the shuttle. It's bad. It is pretty bad. It only has missiles that can only be fired pre-movement, but its pilots don't have hit and away, which means that they will almost never get kills outside of supporting. Kakakoji here has both support attack and support defense. He also has the Salaryman skill. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, he also has the Salaryman skill, as do all 3 of these guys, but they don't matter because their skills aren't actually affected. And he also has Vigor and Gain as his spirit set, although his co-pilots, and there are 3 of them, have Trust, Daunt, and Scan. And Daunt is a new spirit we haven't shown up before. It reduces the will of any of the target by 10 to a minimum of 50, I think. It's not very useful now, but later on it will be very useful indeed. Assuming that we get to the point where, assuming we get these guys to the point where they actually have a decent SP pool. It's not guaranteed. Anyway, so as I said, objective is to clear the map, so we're going to do just that. Now, You can come up to here. You can move up to here. And use Trider Cutter to attack you guys. Ugh. It's terrible. I'm going to move here instead then. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might be alright. We'll see. Right, let's get some fighting done before I cut the video. Yeah, so the Trider has some accuracy issues early on, as you might imagine. From a super robot, it has accuracy issues, especially against real robots like these Axios. But that's okay for the moment. Let's go. Yeah, I hit him. Nice. Not sure what that conversation's about. We're going to bring up the shuttle so that, well, I don't know, just so that there's a chance that that the shuttle gets some kills at some point. I don't know whether there will be. I don't know whether it will, but we'll have to see. So I'm going to let the turn play out. Go for it, Axio. Go for it. So I'm just gonna scroll off to the next. Yeah, scroll off to the next bit of plot. There we are. Great. Go, Wada. Try to chain. That's 3,000 damage. Nearly a kill there. That's nice. Not quite, but nearly. And you did actually have a weapon that could outdistance me. That's annoying. Oh well. In that case, I'll just let that happen then. You, on the other hand, cannot do that. Awesome. In that case, I'll let you die on my counterattack. Damn it. Oh well. So be it. So, I'm going to cut the video here. I will see you guys next time when we continue working on clearing this small pack of terrorists out. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.